Welcome to all the televiewers of Business Matters. This is Ina Rabino Dahilig, your host, and we have two very special guests from Project Dream Homes. And I'd like to introduce Patty and Bernie Caballero. Hello guys, how are you doing
Hello.
today?
Thank you. We're good, thank you.
So I have your magazine. So if you're a fan of HGTV and you like Chip and Gaines or the Property Brothers, they are the Filipino version of doing like a tandem, right? So tell us about what you do, your background, like how you end up doing this business. Patty?
Okay, so basically, I am a licensed real estate agent here in California, and I have been doing this business for 5 years now, and I'm under the brokerage of TNG Real Estate. But at the same time, I bring forth my experience as a licensed architect in the Philippines, and I also had previous design jobs with, namely, I used to be a design consultant with Ethan Allen. I also used to be a kitchen designer and a closet designer. So I bring forth all these experiences towards my real estate career, and I give this as a complimentary service to my clients.
Complimentary, I think it's too, how do you call that? Generous of you to do that because it has a price, right? And what about you, Bernie?
Well, Ina, first of all, thank you for inviting Project Dream Homes into your show.
Our pleasure.
We're glad to be here into your show. Well, my background also is I'm a licensed architect in the Philippines, and actually I'm kind of working on my licensure here. Hopefully that will push through. And currently I'm working as a project manager in one of the construction firm in LA. So we've done many projects, offices, warehouse, and we do a lot of stuff.
And so how do you incorporate those jobs and the business and the real estate?
Okay, so sometimes a client needs help and assistance in preparing their house for sale. So that's when we come in. So we can do a quick makeover with the least cost, because it has to be cost effective. So we have secrets of the trade, how to spruce up your house, make it ready for the market, but it doesn't have to break your bank.
Oh, so the makeover is a renovation or just staging?
It depends. If the house is well maintained and upgraded already, all it needs is home staging, then we do that. Sometimes the house has been built 1920s, 1950s, and nothing has been done. And as a previous kitchen designer and interior designer, I know what a buyer looks for in a house. So I give them my 5 cents.
And then how do you support this project or this business?
For me, I come in as sometimes she consulted with me on what's the design, the flow, and some client comes in with, for example, an addition. So that's where I come in to do the space planning, because sometimes, in my experience looking at other houses, they did some additions, but the total concept of the floor or the flow is not really well thought of, and for me it's a wasted opportunity. But if you have but for us, we can give advice and we can maximize the efficiency of the floor plan.
Okay. And then what is the area of the coverage? Let's say you can only serve the clients within a specific area, let's say LA County, and then you can go Orange County, or you can sell houses anywhere.
So actually, we offer our service to both sellers and buyers. Because some people, they buy a house, there's work that's needed to be done, then we offer assistance too.
Okay.
So, and our coverage would be just local, South Bay cities, because we are here local in Long Beach, Lakewood, Cerritos, and the other nearby cities.
So, but this is not the type of the like flip house. What's this? Flipping houses. It's already built and ready to sell.
Because when you're talking about flipping houses, it's more like investors
Yes.
coming in with
Yes.
their big money, cash, and then
Yes.
they flip the house. They have the funds to do that, and then of course they have to have the return of investment. So when they resell it, they have to have the profit
But do you
margin.
handle that too, or?
Well, if there's an opportunity, yeah, we definitely handle it. If we can partner with investors where they have money sitting in the bank and not earning much of ROI, so that's where we come in. We can partner with them. We can study the market, look at the house, inspect the house. We can do some design improvements, and that's where we come in. We can partner with investors.
Because I see whenever I watch like the HGTV and they're like fixer-upper houses, I think they're getting either big profit or sometimes they're losing just in case there are like unforeseen things. Let's say the electrical wiring and stuff, or the
Plumbing.
plumbing issues, and then the budget set for it ballooned into something unforeseen, and then. But anyway, I think it's also exciting, but at the same time, it has a downside, right?
That's why we always advise the home inspection. When
Right.
a buyer buys a home, they have to conduct a home inspection because it will have an intensive report about the house,
The
from
analysis
roof
of
to
it.
foundation.
Yes, yeah.
Yes.
And the houses that you sell, how are they marketed?
Just a normal marketing. So sometimes a seller
Go house to house, or do you post it on
Oh.
social media? Do you have the videos, or
yes.
how do you do it?
So today we are very fortunate that there's online marketing, there's social media, of course there's always been the postcards, the every door direct mail, and I do door to door hanging, and just advertising among friends. There's many ways to advertise a listing. Is that your question, right?
And then the open houses, right?
Of
Yeah.
course, the
Yeah.
open
I
houses.
think I only had like few of those open houses. They are very tempting. I like looking at the staging of the
Yeah.
very exciting.
Yes.
I think it's also a fun and interesting kind of business to do, but it has a process, right? And then with the process, paperwork, like escrow thingy, I'm not so familiar with all the process, but what other challenges you meet along the way? Like, sometimes you think it's sold already, but then did you encounter clients backing out or buyers backing out?
That's how it comes with the industry. Every transaction is unique. There's always a variety of challenges you meet along the way. So as a realtor, you just have to know how to negotiate. Yes, the art of negotiation, aside from the art of visual arts, creative arts that we too have been doing for a while in this business, you have to also practice the art of negotiation.
Okay. And what is the exciting part of being in this industry?
Well, for me, the exciting part is when, because I'm coming in as a design on the design part. When you see the finished product, or you see your client, satisfied, happy, and that's mostly the satisfying part. for me.
Fulfilling.
Yeah, fulfilling. You were able to help them with their dream homes. So it's really
Yeah, the
For me,
transformation.
transformation. Yeah.
Yeah, for me, it's seeing the light in the clients, the light in their eyes when they say, wow. And
Especially when you hand them the keys. Oh my gosh, they're moving in. And it's exciting, right?
and even when I do a listing, and because it take a few days to stage a house, and it's a really physical job. So I'm really thankful for this guy. He's my muscle guy. We bring furniture, picture frame, artwork,
Yeah.
everything. So, but by the end of the day, when my clients come in and they see the result and they say, "Wow," and they're like breathtaking. So that's such a
Yeah, sure, rewarding.
fulfillment
Yeah.
for me.
And you really have to have an eye, a good eye on the art of staging. Otherwise, you're gonna ruin like,
Yeah.
oh, this is how I
Yeah.
envision it, and then your layout is different.
And the color
The
scheme.
color
color
coordination.
scheme,
There's
yes.
always
The
a theme. There's
texture.
always
Yes.
a theme that you wanna do. Like you
Yeah.
do beach type, you do
Country,
country
or
type,
traditional, or
modern.
a Spanish colonial.
Yeah.
And thank goodness, so far, whenever I stage the house, it sells so
Oh,
quick,
it's
so
So
fast.
quick, really quick.
Wow.
First
Yeah.
open house.
And that's why it's
And-
very important to stage the house.
Yes,
Correct.
And with
Yeah.
multiple offers, most of the time, multiple offers. Yeah.
That's great. That's great. And also in this industry, like selling houses or buying houses, it's very visual. Let's say I am a buyer and I don't really have, because sometimes you're very ideal. I want 3 or 5 bedrooms with probably 3-car garage with a pool, but I have to see it.
Yeah.
You have it,
Yeah.
but that's why you have open houses.
You have to tap into their emotion when they comes into the door. Like, oh, they feel it. Like, okay, this is the house for our family. I like it, and then yeah. So that's what we trying to
to connect the house to the client.
Yes.
They should have that connection. If the connection is not there, they're not going to make an offer.
And I always hear this, location, location, location.
Right.
It all matters. Is it close to school?
Right.
Because I have kids.
Yes.
Is it close to church, groceries, hospitals?
Yes.
Because it's like really far. And
Yes.
then it's really a big factor.
Yes, because
Yeah.
when you buy a house, you don't just buy the building, you buy the neighborhood.
Yes.
You buy the location, you buy the lifestyle that the neighborhood provides. So it's
So that's
very
why we
important.
advise clients, like if there's a good neighborhood but the house is not up to date yet, so we tell them like just look beyond what you see.
There's
We
the
can-
potential.
There's a potential. We can do a lot of
Yeah.
improvements. The
Yeah.
most important thing is the location.
Yeah, because you can never buy neighborhood,
Right.
but you can fix your house,
Yes,
right?
exactly.
In the long run, you don't have
Yeah.
budget right now. You only have money to buy this house, but I think I need to fix something in this
Yes.
house. But later on, you can do that. But you can never buy
As
the
long as
neighborhood.
it's not something major that's gonna really drain your funds.
You're
So
right.
that's
But
why
there's also a design aspect that you don't have to spend a lot of money. Just do an accent, like an accent here and there. Just break something, like do some accent design.
Yes, you
Not
don't
with the-
necessarily
No,
have to
yeah.
ruin the whole
And then
house,
that
right?
coordination of colors and the materials that you put in, then it's do a magic. It's really
Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. And that's the reason why if though the house or the property is accessible to all of those establishments or let's say schools and stuff,
church.
the price is really high.
goes up.
Oh,
Yeah.
because you're buying
Because
the
it's a high
yes,
demand
location.
neighborhood.
Yeah.
Correct.
And the more you're away from those places, let's say close to the mountains,
Yeah.
the cheaper it gets, even though it's like a big house already, right?
yeah.
So
Yeah. And if you ever want to plan to move out, sell the house, you can easily get a buyers. And then with because of the location.
yes, location. That's why it's very important. And in your years of experience in this industry, let's say in a house, what is the most it's like well loved part of the house that they are very particular, like oh I thought that the house is good, but then this one is not right. So is it the kitchen, or are the families very particular with the kitchen, or the living room, or the bedroom, or the bathroom, or the yard? Which one? I just
It's a
wanna
case-to-case basis,
case-
really. Some people, they have their own
Preference.
list of features that they want to have in a house. But majority, when you come in and the curb appeal is appealing, it has a nice curb appeal, that's one factor. The second is the kitchen, and then the flooring, and then the rest follows.
Okay. So yeah, because for me, like personally, I want a kitchen that's free flowing, because that's where normally usually the activities are happening. Like you
Yeah.
prepare breakfast, you
Yes.
prepare this is
Yes.
lunch or
Yeah.
dinner, and sometimes they put television in the kitchen so you can watch while you eat, right?
Yeah.
So I think
Yes.
that's where most of the activities are happening.
I believe the heart of the house is in the kitchen. So the kitchen is the gathering place for the family.
Yes, where you can talk and
Yeah.
then discuss things.
And lately the trend is like, the open concept layout,
It connects
especially in
to
the kitchen, because, young families, they have children, they have kids, so they will be able to, the mom preparing food, they're able
And
to,
they can see each
to watch,
other.
over the
See the
kids, what
kids.
they're going on, so,
Yeah.
so that's,
I think the first time I went to an open house, not really the first time, but hearing and seeing the open concept layout was in, I think, Arizona, when I went to visit my cousins. It's very open, right? And I didn't know yet about the open concept. I was like, why is it too open? I want everything like, oh, when I enter this room.
Compartmentalized.
Yeah,
you
like
have to,
apartment.
yeah, you have
before
to,
it was like
it
the
was like
trend.
that, you enclose your dining, your privacy.
Yeah, close, and then the more rooms
Yes.
or the more
Yeah.
doors and the more
Yeah.
sections,
Mhm.
the more you feel like, oh, this house is big. But no, it's different, right?
Yes,
It's
yes.
open. We're like, huh? No partition at all.
Yeah.
So, but it goes with a trend too, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So,
that's
and you
the
can tell the
trend now.
difference of if the house is like, how do you call it, dated,
Yeah,
or it needs
oh,
renovation,
right.
if it's modern or classic. Yeah. And
Yes.
so it's really exciting. I think I also love houses, and that's why I love looking at magazines of
Mhm.
different houses, and then how they are styled, and also on TV. It's very visual, just like
Yes.
food.
And of course, it's where you come home to. It's where you relax and where you spend memories with your family. So the house is really something that is a major investment for those who buy or sell. A really important part of our life.
Yes. Now I wonder, there's a lot of competition around. Real estate here, realtor here and there. How do you go above the competition? How do you strive to be different so that you can get your clients? Why should the buyer or a seller hire you for the service?
Well, we all have our gifts, you know. For me, my gift as a realtor is the aspect that I am able to give that extra service of design. So, because at heart, I am first an artist
I
before I am a realtor, because that's my background. So, but I found a way to incorporate, especially with his support, and we incorporate the design aspect into the business. So I believe that we are not here to just sell houses. We are here to help create dream homes.
Yes.
So it's
Beautiful dream homes.
because I think there's a difference between saying it's a house and a home. A home is with people living in it. A house is just a house. So I really like your project dream homes, because when you say home, it's something that's more personal, and with the family living in it.
Yeah, a home has a soul.
Yes.
A house is just a building.
Yes, and when you say dream homes, especially here in California, sometimes it's also a challenge to have your own home. And with you giving all this kind of service, that you can add up, that the add-on complementary design, because sometimes other people don't have time to do, their own on their own. And so with you, I think I'm gonna buy my house through you, because you will design it for me.
Oh.
But how long is before we end? But how long is the process? Just to have an idea, from selling to closing. Like the time frame is within 3 months. When you sell the house, you can sell it already. Let's say you open a house and you say this is for sale.
Oh.
From the moment you say it's for sale, the moment you announce this house is for sale, until when is the period that it sells?
So there's two.
You say it's fast.
Yeah,
so
there's two factors. So the first phase is from the preparation to consultation. And then after you finish the whatever upgrades you need to do, then after that, the phase 2 is now the open house, the
That's
selling.
where I come in.
So that's where, yeah. So
Yeah.
she can do the timeline on those phases.
Yeah, because the first phase, me and him are involved.
Okay.
Because that's when the
the
preparation is.
preparation. Okay.
Yeah, that's when our design skills and experience
Come
comes
in.
in. Yes, and then the second phase, you're asking how long does it take? It's really a case-to-case basis. But if you price the house right, you're not overpriced, and you put it in the best light. It's the best condition that you put it out there when you advertise. Normally, it will sell within 30 to 60 days if there's no
Okay,
other.
so that's the normal
The
time
normal,
frame.
yeah,
Yeah.
time
If there's
frame.
no
I'm
complications.
Thinking, yeah, because I'm thinking, is 3 or 4 months like, oh, this is taking too long. So, what is long? When can you say it's taking too long?
Well,
because I need to do something about this house. This is not selling.
Yeah, so yeah, because sometimes all those properties sit in the market because they're not properly marketed or
and priced.
or staged or prepared.
For percentage.
So in our experience, I mean most cases, I seen 80% within the first open house within a couple of weeks, we have a buyer already with multiple offers.
That's really
that's
cool.
been because we prep the house, we upgraded it, we
And price it
stage
right.
and we price it right, and we market it really. We have website, we have Facebook, we have so we have a lot of exposure. I would say.
Okay. So who chooses a time for the open house? There's a day, right, and a time.
It's the owner of the house, it's the sellers. So we are here to basically help them achieve their goals. Or their goal is to sell the house. So we have to consult with them according to their schedules and their lifestyles, because some of them are not living in the house, it's vacant, it's easy to show an open house. Some of them are still living in the house and residing. Some of them have dogs, have babies, so you have to work around their schedules
Schedule, I see.
and
So,
lifestyle.
any last message, anything you want to say to all those, probably your future buyers? How are they going to trust you to, so they can buy the house from you? You can tell the televiewers right now.
Trust is very important. Trust is something that doesn't happen overnight. You gain it. And you gain it with a good reputation. You have to have the integrity, the commitment, and communication. And for me, the vision of excellence. Because personally, I don't just settle for, okay, it's done. If I can go beyond what is norm, like extra mile, extra effort to make it outstanding, I will do that. So that's my core.
Bernie, you want to add up something?
For me, is okay. I put it in general sense. If you're like in any job you might have, as long as you love it and everything comes easy. So that's
Yeah.
my.
That's so true.
And is there a phone number or a website or a Facebook page that you want to tell the televiewers?
Yes, yeah, you can call me anytime. I'm open 24/7. I'm a full-time realtor. By the way, I juggle real estate with my kids, with family. And so
Phone number?
562-290-7211. I have a Facebook page. I have Instagram.
What
website?
Facebook page is it?
And we have a website too.
What Facebook page first?
Dream Homes by Patria Realtor. That's my Facebook page.
Okay.
And we have a website, www.patria.realtor.com. PatriaRealtor.com, sorry.
Okay. So that's how they can find them. You. So,
Yes.
Wow. So I learned a lot.
I'm
I want to
glad
be
you
a realtor
did.
now. Just kidding.
You
I know
make
it's-
a great realtor.
No, I don't
Yes.
have much patience in all the process and paperwork. But where can they get the magazine?
Oh yes, if you
Uh-huh.
want to
So there's-
subscribe to our
Uh-huh.
magazine, It comes every 2 months. Just shoot me an email, message me on Facebook, and I can add you to my contact list.
And
we'll
is it
send-
gonna be free?
It is
It is
free.
Wow, everything
Yes.
free with that one.
It has recipes.
Recipes.
Yeah, I had a
Oh.
client who loved the recipes, and we have listings. We advertise
Okay.
what we have, what we're working on. There's a lot of interior design advice here too, and historical
that's
and
really cool.
tourist attractions. So it's a really good magazine.
Yeah.
And I'm glad to send it to anybody who's interested.
Oh, that's cool. So if you're interested, then let us know. Send your comments, and she will send you the copy, right? But
Yes,
it's
thank you.
limited. It is, right?
Yes. So the first 50 people.
50 people! That's so generous, 50. And they're spending money for that. Oh my gosh. So if you're watching our live right now, go message Patria and Bernie. But anyway, everything has an end. So I love talking to you and learning a lot about real estate.
All right.
And houses and staging and stuff.
All right.
But I wish you success in what you do, especially with that generosity and then that kind of trust and transparency,
Mhm.
everything. I think you're very positive people.
Thank you.
And I think that's one thing why people would love to get your service. It's
Thank
because
you.
of that transparency and that honesty in what you do. So
Thank you.
Thank you so much,
I appreciate it
Patty and
too.
Bernie.
Thank you so much, Ina.
Yeah,
again.
thank you so much. And have a good day, good luck, and see
God
you
bless.
on your Facebook page.
All
Yes.
right.
Talk to you more.
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much once again to all Italian viewers of Kappa's Company for the whole time watching us here on Business Matters. Again, thank you so much to Radio TV Artesia, to all the staff and crew who has been assisting us the whole time, and also to Artesia Chamber of Commerce for giving this opportunity. And this has been Ina Dahilig, your host for today. Bye!